A warm welcome to each one of you. I'm really happy that we can be together in this way across the miles, thanks to Link Senior. I'm Sultram, and I'm coming to you from Juniper Village, Brookline, Senior Living in central Pennsylvania, where we have developed this Wellbeing program called Refresh Mindfulness. That is for everyone, from children to grandparents, kids, teenagers. If you have a human body, a human mind, and a human spirit, this is for you. And today we're going to explore the cycle of taking it in and giving back out. This is a cycle that runs throughout all of life. And it goes on whether we notice it or not, but it's kind of fun to get in the swing of it. It reminds me of that old song that goes, you've got to give a little, take a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love, and I would say of life. So I'm going to go back up so that you can see my whole body and we can move completely together. So settle into your chair. Hopefully it's a sturdy chair where there's enough room around you that you can move your arms and your legs freely. And the easiest place to start feeling the taking in and the giving out is with our breath. So I'm going to ask you to do some different things today. And if they feel good to you, go for it. If it's something that's not quite your cup of tea right now, you can just watch, or you can adapt it. If we're using two arms, if you want to use one arm, be unique. So let's put one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly, and take 3 deep breaths together. Take it in, filling up. Give it back out, exhale. As you breathe in, feel your body expand. And as you give it back out, feel your belly drop. Breathing in, take in the nourishment that is provided. And giving out, give out whatever you want. Something you would like others to have, maybe something you would like to have. And now I'll add a little more movement to this cycle. So we're going to rock back as we take it in and push forward as we give out. So inhaling, exhaling. You can breathe through your nose or your mouth or alternate. Whatever feels good and natural to you. This is almost like row, row, row your boat. And take a little trip down the river together. Maybe row in circles in the pond. And let's put the hands on the thighs and just pause for a minute. And feel that activation. Feel that energy moving, rising, perhaps in your legs or your hands or your arms. And then just breathe normally and feel what your natural rhythm is like. Again, almost having that little rocking of the boat, that little rhythm of rowing. So let's open the body even more so we can give and take. Let's start with the ears, opening the ears and being very sensitive to any sound that you can detect in the place where you are. in this room, I can hear a little bit of a hum. But if nothing is happening around you, no sounds, just listen to the silence. Sometimes that's kind of soothing. And now we'll move to the eyes. So let's tilt the head down and look down. Notice your carpet, your floor, your color. And then bring the head and the chin towards the ceiling, opening the eyes to take in whatever is up there. And now coming back to center, we look at each other. And now turn to one side, stretching your neck, and find something in this direction that is interesting to you. And take that in. And now we're going to turn, panning the room with our eyes, and look in the other direction. Again, find something that's interesting to you, maybe a color or a shape, a person or an animal or a plant. Take it in. And come back to center. Now, the next one, it's still working inside our head, is our nose. So drawing in the breath, see if you can detect any smells, any fragrances. And if it's pretty bland, you could imagine your favorite smell. Maybe the smell or fragrance of a rose that has just bloomed, of popcorn, that's one of my favorite smells, or maybe freshly baked bread. I used to have a landlady that I lived with, and she would bake bread once a week, and when I walked in the door and that smell hit me, I knew I was home. And now let's just swing the hands a little bit, and we're going to tap the shoulders as we come up. Just a little bit more invigorating swinging. Putting the tips of the fingers on the shoulders and swim. And feel the shoulders opening. Feel the give and take that happens within our own bodies as we move. And then reversing. It's okay to smile while you do this. Sometimes we concentrate so much we look pretty serious. Even if we're sort of having a good time. And bring those shoulders together and round the back and look down, and then come up and open and arch your back and look up, only as far as it's comfortable for you. One more time, rounding down, and then coming up. And release. And let's take another pause to check in. See if we're building this momentum of energy, really alivening the whole body, even if we're only moving our hands. So let's do that. Let's move the hands in a circle, and then go the other way. And spread out those fingers as wide as they can go. And then bring them in tight, spreading them out, bringing them in, spreading them out, and bringing them back in. Let's fold the hands and do a little figure eight that gets bigger and bigger. Just like when we take in our breath and we expand, we're going to expand this shape. And now we're going to bring it back, get smaller and smaller, until maybe we're just not moving at all. And push the palms forward, stretch out, and remember how we rounded the back. We're going to do that with the hands forward, and then arch up. And exhale back, inhale and come up. One more time, push it back, and come to center. Whew. Shake that out. All right. Now let's just hold on to one side of our chair and put all the weight on one sit bone, on one hip, under one hip. You can really feel the support of the chair. And now we're switching sides and coming back to center. And now leaning forward and leaning back. And we're going to put those together and make a great big circle with the top of the body. Almost like you're drawing on the ceiling with your head. And I think we're going to just increase the pace a little bit. If you want to go slowly, that's fine. If you want to speed it up, that's good too. It's always nice to kind of alternate. And now let's open and close the knees. We could be like the flappers and switch our hands. Also, feel the feet as we do this, going up on the sides of the feet, then on the inside. Seeing how our weight is changing, shifting as we move. And now, if you need to scooch up in your chair a little bit, we're going to put one foot forward, heel down, toes up. And leaning forward, use your hands to just walk down your leg as far as it's comfortable. And we're going to stretch out the back of the leg and the lower back just by pausing here for a moment. And now as you come back up, just give yourself a little squeeze along your leg muscles. Oh, that actually feels good. I'm going to go down and back up again. All right, and now we'll go to the other side. Sitting tall, putting hands on this leg, and walking yourself down, and staying here and giving a good stretch anywhere you can feel it, even adjusting yourself so that you can get a better stretch, and then squeezing your leg on the way up. And if you like, go down again and come back up. And now crossing the feet. You may have to lean back for this. Scooch back in your chair again. Now we're just going to bow deeply, as far as you would like to go. And then bringing it up. Spreading the feet. Now let's just shake it out. And let's add the feet. How are you doing? I hope you're finding this stimulating, maybe interesting, and maybe doing something, a movement you don't do every day. So now take one elbow and tap your opposite knee if you can reach it. If you can't, just go in that direction. And now we're going to go on the other side. And we'll just continue to alternate elbow towards knee, giving us a nice twist and diagonal stretch. 2 more. And now let's do it without the arms. We're just going to have the shoulder go towards the knee. Sitting tall, put your hands on the side of the leg and turn, almost as if there's a pole, like your spine is a pole and we're turning around it. Some people call this the spiral staircase. And our breath runs up and down and come back to the center. Now let's take a wide stance. One arm leaning down, the other arm breathing in, goes up to the sky, and maybe even over your head, reaching through the fingertips and coming down. Go up again. One more. And we're going to circle in front. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale up. And this time we're going to circle in front right away. Reaching high. Just feeling the soothing movement opening your body. Now let's take a few moments to check in. Notice the very tippy top of your head and all the space there is above and around it. Relax your face, your lips, your jaw. Relax behind the eyes, behind the ears. Notice your breath coming in through the nostrils. As you breathe in, send that breath all the way down to your feet and all the way back up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Feel the opening in your chest as you breathe. Feel your palms on your thighs and the connection, the warmth of that connection, that human touch that is so soothing to us. Feel your upper leg, your knees, and your lower legs, your ankles, the top of your feet, the bottom of your feet, the tips of your toes. And let's give one last hurrah, one more stimulating movement where we're just going to do a little marching. So we're swinging the hands, we're raising the knees as high as you would like, and we're going at whatever pace is good for you. And we're going to maintain this for a little bit, almost as if we're doing laps. Laps around your living room, or laps around your yard. We can go anywhere in our imagination. It's one of the greatest gifts of being human. And it's playful too. Kind of fun to play with ideas, or really play with anything. Okay, let's go for about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you can do it, 3, 2, we have arrived at our time of reflection. I was really lucky to be able to come back and do this class in person with our residents here at Juniper Brookline. And we talked a little bit about giving and taking. So my question to them and to you is to reflect on what you would like to give today. And as we know, there's a lot of satisfaction in giving. Sometimes we're excited about what we have to give, or we might have so much of something it's just bubbling over, we can't help but share it with someone else. I'm going to give you a moment to think about it before I mention more examples. What would you like to give today? To yourself or to anyone else? Or perhaps to someone in particular? So I'm going to come a little closer so I can show you some of the things that our residents would like to give. So I have a little basket here, and they would tell me what they wanted to give, and I would write it on the circle. So one gentleman said, I would like to give my full attention. What a fantastic gift to give your full attention, either to yourself or to someone or something else. 100%. Here's another one. It says, warm welcome. That was what I wanted to give because we had some new people coming to join our community. And I wanted them to know that they were so warmly welcomed. We're very happy to have them with us and grateful. Here's another one. One lady wanted to give encouragement. My sister was a person who had multiple sclerosis, and she couldn't do the things that she used to do. But she was a great encourager. Marcia could encourage anyone and give them more strength and confidence than anyone I ever met. And then there were two people who said they would like to give smiles. Well, we were all sitting in a room 6 feet apart with masks on. And I thought, how are we going to give each other a smile? Well, sometimes you can tell just by the rest of somebody's body language that they're smiling even though they have a mask on. And over the weekend, I found out that there is someone who has actually devised a word for smiling with your eyes. So even if you have a mask on, you can smile with your eyes. And how do we do that? We just send all the light, the love, and whatever it is we're wanting to give today, our full attention, our encouragement, send that out through the eyes, and they get very bright, and people notice. There's actually a word now for this. It's called smizing. Smiling with your eyes. So I wish you a very good day. I'm smiling at you with my eyes, my face, my whole body, but especially with my heart. Take good care.